Hi, everyone. Welcome back to God's Whispers, a place where we take the time to pause and reflect on the word of the Lord. Today I'm going to be speaking about the Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 1, verses 18 through 25. It focuses on a very quiet human moment. Mary is found to be with child before she lives with Joseph. And Joseph, described as a righteous man, is faced with something that looks confusing, painful, and he probably felt unfair. In the first century Jewish world, being engaged was legally binding. Ending it wasn't just emotional, it required a formal separation. Joseph had every right to expose Mary publicly, which would have ruined her life. But instead, Matthew tells us of Joseph's plan to dismiss her quietly. Let's listen. This is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. When his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph, but before they lived together, she was found with child through the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her husband, since he was a righteous man, yet unwilling to expose her to shame, decided to divorce her quietly. Such was his intention when, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary, your wife, into your home, for it is through the Holy Spirit that this child has been conceived in her. She will bear a son, and you are to name him Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. When Joseph awoke, he did as the angel of the Lord had commanded him, and took his wife into his home. He had no relations with her until she bore a son, and he named him Jesus. So the detail to dismiss her quietly really matters. Righteousness in God's eyes is already being shown as mercy, restraint, and love, even before Joseph fully understands what God is doing. And then comes the dream where the angel tells Joseph, don't be afraid to take Mary into your home. That phrase, do not be afraid, shows us something important. Fear isn't sin here. It's human. God meets Joseph inside of his fear, not after it disappears. The angel explains that this child is from the Holy Spirit, and Joseph is to name him Jesus, meaning the Lord saves. Matthew connects this moment to Isaiah's prophecy, where the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and they shall name him Emmanuel. Emmanuel, God is with us, not far away, not the God that once things make sense. God is with us through the confusion, through the scandals in our lives, through the uncertainty, and through the quiet obedience. What really I thought was interesting the most about this passage, in my opinion, was that Joseph never speaks a single word. His faith is shown through action. He wakes up, he does what the angel tells him to do, he takes Mary into his home, and he names the child Jesus. Sometimes holiness looks like obedience without saying anything, faithfulness without answers, and trust without any kind of certainty. So journal prompts that will go along with this would be, where in my life does God's plan look different from what I expected? And when have I been afraid to trust God because the situation felt unclear or risky? How is God inviting me to show faith through action and not just words? And what would it look like to believe that God is with me here? I hope that this message resonated with you and encouraged you. If you feel like a friend might also use some encouragement, please feel free to pass it along. And don't forget to subscribe so you continue to hear God's whispers.